Hey, welcome to Heart Academy for our GEC pre-algebra class. As promised, here's a video for tonight's homework. And tonight's homework is on the second page, which I do believe I gave this page for homework, just this page alone, which is page 2. I'm going to review some on the first page just as we did in class. I do believe all of these were pretty much done in class. And so as a refresher of what to do, so you can complete the second page on your own. Might do 1 or 2 on the second page, but probably not. So let me just go ahead and start with number 1 as a reminder of what to do, because I know the biggest problem is remembering what to do once you get home. Okay, so here we go, our two-step equation. Two-step. All right, let me take a look here and here. Okay, bam. Okay, so remember, you always want to deal with the side of the street that has the letter. So that's this side, okay? So when we move things over, we're moving from here to here. All right. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is move the things that are not with the letter. This -5 is with the letter, so leave that one alone and move the other thing that's with the letter. What do you see? You see a +8, or, +8, doesn't matter. And in order to solve or get rid of this +8, you need to do the opposite of what you see. So the positive of +8 will be a -8 here, -8 here. Okay, so I have -5n. That canceled out. This is an integer rule. If I set it up this way, it would look like this. And then you would, step 1, change to addition. Step 2, change the sign of your second number. Step 3, add. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And it would be a -15, because a negative plus a negative is ghetto shopping. So -15. Okay? So that's what this is on this side. -7, -8. -7 minus 8, however you want to read it, answer is going to be -15. Now that you have done that, you have broken it down to a one-step equation. And it's still not by itself, so what are we going to do? We're going to divide, because a number right beside a letter means multiply. The opposite of multiplication is division. And we're just doing it with the letter, number. So I got a -5 here, and then divide out a -5 here. What happens is 5 or -5 will go into -5 one time. Remember, 1s are invisible in algebra, and it's going to be a positive 1 because the positive divided by a positive is positive. So because that is going to be 1, kind of cancels out, and I'm leave the n here. Then all I do is the math on the other side. 5 will go into 15. How many times? 3. It's going to stay a +3 because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. All right? I didn't go too fast with that one, but I know I did. But hey, I'm ready to go. Okay, so let's go over to number 2. Number 2, here we go. So over here, remember, once you draw the street, you want to look at the side that has the letter in it. So this is the side that we're moving things around, from over here to over here. Now remember, don't touch the number that's with the letter. That would be this. Don't touch that first. Always do the adding or subtracting part first. So that means you're going to move the -2. By doing the opposite of what you see. +2 on this side, +2 on this side, okay? So you have 28 plus 2, that's going to be 30. Notice that cancels out, right? -5x, bring that back down. Now you brought this to a one-step equation because x is still not alone. So if I look at x, I see a -5 right next to it, right? And so you know a negative, well actually a number right beside a letter means it's a division or a multiplication. And you must do the opposite of what you see, which is divide. Divide here. Divide here. Remember what you got to do one side street, you got to do together. -5 goes into 30, -6 times. That cancels out, leaving you x. -6 equals x for that one. Here we go with number 3. Okay, so again, looking on the side that has the letter, which is on this side, not this side. So you're going to make things move over here. Now again, don't move the thing that's with the letter first. Move the other thing. So as you can see, I'm going to move the number 7. What kind of 7 is it? You should say a positive 7. So it's a positive 7. That means you're going to subtract 7 from both sides. 2 minus 7, you know that's going to give you a negative 5. All right, that canceled out. Equals b over 4. But the b is not by itself, so we're going to multiply the 4 out. That means I'm going to multiply 4 on this side and 4 on this side. As you can see, 4 times negative 5 is a negative 20, right? This is eventually going to cancel out, just leaving you with b. So negative 20 equals b. Okay, going on to number 4. Now remember, if you need additional practice, right, then you want to make sure that you pause the video, slow it down, whichever it is that you need to do. Actually, instead of number 4, let's do anything else that looks like number 15. There you go. That was harder, so you'll have an example of the ones that look like number 15. Okay, so here we go. All right, so for this one, here's the side with the letter on it, and I'm not going to move everything right here, but I'm going to move the plus 8. So I'm subtract 8 from both sides, subtract 8 from both sides. 8 minus 13, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plus 5, right? And then equals x over 3, bring that down. Now, to get rid of the 3, we have to multiply it out. So I'm going to multiply 3 on this side, and then I'm going to multiply 3 on this side. As you can see, 3 times 5 is 15 here, equals, this cancels out, okay, x. So for this one, you should have 15 equals x. Everybody good? And let me take a look at the homework to see if there's anything there that I might want to do for you. All right. So here we go. I'll do number 7. Sure, why not? I think that's one that we did in class too, where you guys had started working on your own. Bam. So here we go, right? So I have a plus 12 here and a plus 12 here, right? If I do that, my answer is going to be negative 1. It's negative 13 plus 12, negative 1, equals v over 10, right? And then I have to get rid of the 10 by multiplying 10 on both sides. I'm multiplying 10 on both sides. 10 times negative 1 is negative 10, right? Then you have v. Negative 10 equals v for that one. Okay, I'm trying to look for some other ones I might want to do. Sure, number 9. Here we go. I'm looking over this side because that's where the letter is. I see I'm going to subtract 10 first from both sides. Subtract 10. I have 252 minus 10. That's going to give me 242, right? Then 11, and that canceled out. So that means I'm going to divide 11 on both sides. Divide by negative 11. Divide by negative 11. All right. So I think I have no idea how much that goes in. I think I've done that. So negative 22 equals n for that one. Okay. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I think everything else is pretty good. You can try it on your own. And if not, just be sure to ask me tomorrow.